Greetings, everyone. I'm Kyle, host of Game Time. Welcome back. Oh, it's good to be back. It's been a little while, so glad to be doing these videos again. Took a little break in there. I thought I'd share for you another little bit of a gift guide, or just gifts in general. And I got a book this time. We're not actually going to be playing any games, but it's a book about games. So, you might know those classic NES minis are very difficult to find. It is currently December 2016. They've only been out for a month or so. So you gotta give them a little bit of time. By the way, don't buy them from scalpers on eBay or Amazon. It's not worth it. We'll see them, I think, throughout next year. We'll definitely get a chance to see them. But for those of you who know that have one, or may not have one yet, but definitely do want one, or if you're the one who wants to get one, I have a fun little side gift idea that is kind of neat. It was $20 US. So, but I think it's kind of worth it. I'm not huge on guidebooks, so this episode is more for my buddy's Bill from STC Pod. You know, he's collecting the video game related guidebooks lately. I know Cartridge Canuck loves them. Well, it's Ryan Rocket Sauce. I believe he's a collector of those as well. I wouldn't be surprised if like Canadian Retro and Fitnat and all those great fellow Cartridge Club members also are big on that. But this is kind of fun. It's called Playing with Power. It's for the NES Mini series. Well, the classic plug and play that just came out. It takes a look at guides for, let's see, there's 17 games out of the 30 that are included. So we don't get probably the Castlevania games. Mega Man 2's not on there. Few other ones, but Final Fantasy's not in here. But these are the first-party Nintendo games. So we're going to take a look at this guidebook and what it has to offer right now on Game Time. So here's the book itself. As you can see, kind of a big fat book. Definitely has a lot of pages in there. Let me get my little stand-up thing. We'll take a look at it here. Nice cover. So, you know, flipping through it, I thought, okay, it's just kind of a guidebook for a lot of the classic NES games. I have some interest in it. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Good detailed maps here. Here's Brinstar, so obviously it's Metroid. We just saw some 2D original Zelda, how to play and everything. So I'm flipping through and like, oh, this is pretty neat. I don't know if I want to necessarily pay $20 for it, though. But I've got a little bit more in-depth, and it's a little bit more than just the guidebook. So as you can see here, the contents. A lot of the stuff that's in the book here, but some stuff like this. Forward, nice little introduction. Kind of talks about the NES here a little bit. As you can see, original like kiosk. You can see Rob and original NES kiosk. The inside story of the NES, kind of how it's put together. There's all the pin connectors, controllers, NES at play. You can kind of see. There's Mario. There's Screen A, viewing area. How it evolved over time. Original launch games, kind of a brief description of all of them. I do want to collect the original black box games next. I think that would be fun. So then before you know it, you're off to the kind of guides. Each game comes with, you know, the box art, when it was released, producers and everything. Summary of the game, how to and everything. So lots of fun stuff here. There's ice climbers because, you know, it's not enough of Excite Bike to explain. Original Mario Brothers in there as well. There's Punch Out. So Donkey Kong. So if you're a big fan of the arcade Donkey Kong like I am, definitely one of my favorites. Nice little story and history of it, summary and everything. But just a lot of bonuses that are in here. Interview with, of course, Miyamoto-san himself, the legendary creator of all these characters. So little behind the scenes with him, he talks about some stuff. I think they kind of do a little bit of an interview there. And then, you know, we're back off to, you know, Zelda. Here's the back cover of it, of course. Playing with Power, the Nintendo Classics. So a lot of people who I think worked on some of the original Nintendo Powers did this. Peripherals of the original NES. So there's good old Rob. There's the Max controller. I actually have that thing. The NES Advantage right there, I believe. Yep, it's the NES Advantage. There's the power pad and 4-score satellite. There's the light guns. Hands-free controller. I don't ever think I've seen or heard of that. So definitely some fun learning things here. Kirby So lots of fun stuff, you know, if you got the NES Classics edition, or if you're anxiously awaiting to pick one up, this is a fun little book to tide you over. And, you know, as I say too as well, even if you don't have that thing yet, you probably have a lot of these games on your original NES, so it's a good guide to have them. Original letter from Uncle Steve, there's kind of the hidden message. If you dip that original letter into the water, you get that. So Mario Brothers 3, some of my favorite games of all time. Good artwork for them. So yeah, this is a fun little book, and like I said, I don't know if this is going to be very difficult to find or not. I haven't really seen too much of it. Here's the late period again, so after some of the original games, kind of brief summaries of some games, popular games that came out afterwards. You know, football, there's Dr. Mario and everything. Wario's Woods, one of the last NES games. Star Tropics 2, the NES Open. I actually love that game quite a bit. Tetris 2. So, yeah, awesome. It's a great book. I'm glad to have in the collection. There's original Zelda. If you need a map for Death Mountain, it's good to take a look at there. So, yeah, once again, Playing with Power, Nintendo NES Classics. Guides for, there's all the games that has the guides with. And yeah, classified information's there, you know, behind the scenes, Counselor's Corner. Oh man, just so much good stuff. I'll take a look at page 40 here before I close out the video. Oh, we were right by it and we didn't take a peek at this. That's Donkey Kong Jr. I thought it said, oh, excuse me, 49. Inside look at game packs. Weekend with Norms, kind of, if you're into the techno mumbo jumbo, so Yoshi Knuckles will definitely like this a little bit. So, a little guide there. RAM, CPU, GPU, all that. Bottom line, color coding, battery packs, all that fun stuff. So, oh man, so much great stuff in here. NES Classics, Playing with Power. Highly recommended. I again, first glance, I didn't think too much of it, but I looked through it a little bit. I'm like, wow, it actually has a lot of interesting stuff in there. So there's everything that it contains. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for liking and share the video to give this book and everyone who worked on it a little bit of publicity and advertise for them a little bit. I think it's a great collection. We'll see everybody in the next video. Take care.